welcome back to the No Limit Crypto channel. So right now we are going to look at Avalanche. If you are a fan of Avalanche, please consider liking and subscribing. I make at least one Avalanche video every day, and if you subscribe, you don't miss any of these crucial updates. So yesterday I gave you 4 things to look at in Avalanche that needs to happen for us to turn back to the upside. And actually, since the last video yesterday, 2 of those things have already happened. So the first thing that I told that needs to happen is that we need to break this upper resistance line. And we can see on the 4-hour chart, which is the most, or one of the more reliable charts to take a look at, we closed above the resistance line, and now we are coming back down to test it again. So that was the most important thing that needed to happen. If I'm honest, in yesterday's video I gave a bit more realistic target when it was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen today, but anyways, the important thing was to look at when it happens. That was the important thing. It doesn't matter if it happened in 10 days or if it happened today. It was just the break, and that's the important thing. The break was the important thing. So now that it's happened, the second thing that I told you that needed to happen is we need to break this horizontal resistance line at around $50-51, and we actually closed above it when we broke this resistance line, this trend line. But unfortunately, we didn't have enough momentum to stay above that horizontal resistance line. But it doesn't matter. We've already completed 1 of the 4 targets for Avalanche. The third thing that needed to happen, that has happened, is that the moving averages had to line up for us. So we have a 12 EMA, a 26 EMA, a 50 EMA, and a 100 EMA here. And just a reminder, the perfect long setup comes when the shortest one is at the top and they go down in order. So 12, 26, 50, and 100. So we have a perfect setup for a long position on the EMAs. That was the third thing that needed to happen, and a thing that has happened. Then we have the fourth thing that hasn't happened yet, but what we need to look for. So we are going to go on the daily chart, and we are going to take a look at the MACD. So for us to turn really bullish, we need the MACD to make a bullish cross right here. And right now it looks like there is a possibility that it will happen. So 2 of the 4 things for us to turn really bullish has already happened, and the other ones, they don't look like they're far off. So let's take a look at the chart, how everything could play out. So hopefully, as it looks right now, this 4-hour candle is going to close in 16 minutes. It looks like without a massive push to the downside, we are going to stay above this trend line, which is massive for us. And this could mean that we stay, oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Now we could stay and go something like this. And what you see here is something that you gotta hold on your hats, because if this starts to happen, but if that happens, the volatility is increasing for every day that we go forward without breaking down or up, the volatility is increasing, and in worst case scenarios we can see some massive moves every single day. So what we really hope to see is us maybe bounce here, come up, come down, and then get up here, and then do something like this. That seems like a okay thing for us, that seems like a good scenario for us. But right now I'm keeping an eye on this. If we break this horizontal resistance line, I also see it very likely that the daily MACD will make a bullish cross, and at that point I'm 100% turning long. I've always been long, but right now that's the point when I turn long and think that this pullback is actually over. And a pointer, I forgot to tell you this. I was supposed to tell you this at the beginning, but we actually had a break of a trend line on the RSI too. And this could be significant. Now we're testing this trend line over here on the chart, and we're also testing this trend line on the RSI. And if both hold, that's guaranteed we are going to stay above this trend line for the foreseeable future, and we are going to start turning this short pullback back to the upside. And as a quick recap, we're gonna take a look at my price prediction that I have for Avalanche. So I have a Fibonacci extension from the low to the high, and I'm looking at the 161 or 162% Fibonacci extension in this case as a target for this bull run. I don't think we will go there immediately. I don't think that this move that is about to happen, it's not gonna go like this. Yeah, I can promise you that. This is not going to happen. That's not a realistic goal. But we are looking at something like maybe coming up here, testing the 100% and $82, then possibly retracing back to the last all-time high, and at that point we can have enough momentum to go up to the 162% Fibonacci line. Thank you. This was all from me. If you enjoyed this and you want to see my daily Avalanche content, please consider liking and subscribing. Peace out.